Yeah, and these are balanced defensive teams, Kevin. They don't just do it in one particular category. They do it in all defensive categories. The one we're talking about here is points allowed per game, but they're able to do that because they control the pace. They don't let teams do what they want to do. They keep the opponents uncomfortable.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to New York.
Yeah, the inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
That drops.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Thomas up top. Covered by Conley. Thomas's shot is off.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
Scott can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Thomas dishes to Doherty. Pass to Don. Doherty the screen. Layup off the pick. And the layup is good.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're up by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
The big men are Sullinger and Olynyk. Doc is out there with Smart. And it's Crowder, and it's a 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. That's good.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Conley kicks to Allen. Passes to Randall. Wright sets a screen. Conley left side. He feeds it to Wright. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
The Celtics with the lead. Here is Doc. Sullinger is screen on Conley. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 9 assists, and just over 2 steals. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be. Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. First in fewest turnovers a game. First in opponent offense. Not very good in field goal percentage. The bottom third of the league. They've got some work to do there to raise those numbers.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Wright sets a screen. Dishes to Randolph. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here is Doc. To the middle. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Conley with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Outside, Green. The feed now to Randolph. 5 to shoot from 10 feet out, and the bank shot is good. Randolph's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Green, no luck. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now here's Smart, defended by Allen. Green with the block. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Green's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Pick by Zeller. Smart passes to Sullinger. He dishes it to Smart. Sullinger with a screen for Smart. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And let's quickly check out the scoring. And we're through the first half of basketball. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get some changes here for the Celtics. Doherty's checked in for Zeller. Lee comes in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Doc in for Smart. Memphis also making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Randolph. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Green. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. So on the floor for Memphis. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Mike Scott out there with Johnson. And it's Wright in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Allen dishes to Scott. Looking for Conley. He gets it there. Pass to Johnson. Missed inside.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Just 5 on the clock. And here's Conley outside. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 6 points for Conley. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Wright sets a screen. They set the pick. Johnson wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3 ball. Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis. 1:30 left to play in the third. Here is Doc, defended by Allen.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
Doherty with the screen on Allen. Doc the pass to Doherty. Plays it up and banks it in. Doherty's got 6 here in this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
you, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Conley kicks to Johnson. The dive for the ball. He lobs it up. Doherty with the bucket. Doherty's got 11 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Allen dishes to Scott. There's the screen, and it's Conley penetrating. Comes up empty off the pick.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Crowder with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. That's good. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Conley misses there. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics, Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. Smart is out there with Doc, and it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Conley with the 3, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jarnell Stokes. That's foul number 2 for him. This game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Magic. Here is Doc in the corner. Crowder with it. Smart passes to Doc. He kicks to Sullinger. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
It's been a tough go for him. Just an uncontainable game for Sullinger. He has 12 points, and boy, are his rebound numbers ever impressive.
Clark, it's all guts and determination. That's really what rebounding is all about, and that's what's been on display here today.
Both free throws good from Sullinger. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And here is Adams. Randolph a screen. Green kicks to Randolph. It's stolen by Sullinger. To the inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Green, the screen. Conley with it. Now guarded by Doc. It's deflected. They retain possession.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Drive by Adams. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Doc the pass to Crowder. And Zeller kicks to Smart. Sullinger with a screen for Smart. Out to the right wing. Here's Doc. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
It's tipped.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Now the dish to Zeller. Feeds it to Smart. Celtics passing it around, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin,
we got to forget about that one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Mike Conley.
In my opinion, his passing.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the... Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Boston Celtics. and Boston finding themselves in a slide recently. The season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play, but if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's New York taking on the Boston Celtics. Avery Bradley still injured. They're counting the days until he returns.
He was hurt a few weeks back, Kevin, and they've just got to find a way to make do without him.
Yeah, and they're still waiting to hear how much longer they're going to miss him.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. For Lopez, Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. On the court for the Knicks, Tyler Hansbrough out there with Derek Williams. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Now here's Crowder. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Now here's Stevenson. Last time 14 points for him, and he gets it to go. Stevenson's got his first points of the night.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Here is Doc. There's the feed to Dort. Rebound by Williams. Knicks trail by 3. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to talk with Kurt Rambis for a moment. He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding, he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Stevenson. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Kicks it to Larkin. Pass to Humphries. 5 to shoot. 3 on 3. Lee kicks to Thomas. Here's Doc. Shot misses. Good D by Stevenson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Really nice dime dropping there.
Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Lee against Humphries. He dishes it to Stevenson. Down low, deflects the pass. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left side wing. Here is Doc, out to the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. The 3 from Barnes, that's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game. Here's Larkin. Stevenson right side. It's deflected. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Celtics out in front. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. You know, as long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, you know, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah. Maybe for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, the big men are Sellinger and Olynyk. Doc is out there with Smart, and it's Crowder in at the threesome. Knicks trail by 8. It's Anthony with the drive. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Smart passes to Sellinger. Here's Crowder. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
The pass to Porzingis. Anthony with it. Sellinger picks him up. Anthony dishes to Lopez. It's blocked. Here's Crowder. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stevenson passes to Porzingis. Stevenson outside. Here's Anthony. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. And a look at how the Celtics performed over the last month here, Kevin. First in fewest turnovers a game. First in opponent offense. Not very good in field goal percentage. The bottom third of the league. They've got some work to do there to raise those numbers.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Boston making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies came through when they needed him to. He picked up 5 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, G.A.?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Knicks trail by 4. And Stevenson kicks to Aflalo. Porzingis passes to Stevenson. He feeds it to Anthony. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
How about that fantastic fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin.
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
So it's the Knicks now after the basket by Boston. New York moving the ball around. Stevenson drives in. Rebounded by Doc.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Follow the pass to Porzingis. Crowder with the steal. And he lays it straight in. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Anthony with the bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here is Doc. He's guarded by Stevenson. A nice shot by Zeller.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Going with almost an entire new group. Doherty's checked in. That'll do it for the first half. Celtic.
No Carmelo after.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You have to like what we're seeing. Doc, he's checked in for Boston. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Anthony. Aflalo is out there with Larkin. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in at the 4. Thomas, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
They get it back. Lopez dishes to Aflalo. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Aflalo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. Here is Doc. He's guarded by Aflalo. Clock at 6. Here's Zeller, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to